Hey guys, what's up? Welcome on Top Fishing Videos. I'm David. So you are in the right place if you like fishing and fishing videos. So before watching this one, don't forget to subscribe and tick the bell. So see you after this video. Now let's watch.
Morning guys and girls, lovely morning with some looks like bad weather on its way, so a small window to quickly have a couple of throws. Ended up having my morning started with a flat tire on the bucky, so I quickly changed that, and Caroline and Mila came ahead having just a bit of a beach day. So I'm going to have a throw or two for some bronze bream. It is their time of the year, the winter time, where they start. There's been a lot around, and I want to ask all you guys out there to be responsible with that. If they're biting and there's a lot around, that you don't just keep for the sake of keeping, only what you can use and what your limit is. In fact, not even the limit, just take what's necessary, because they are very slow growing fish. They're not a fast growing fish. All your reef fish and your resident fish is slow growers, so keep that in mind and just be responsible. You know, it's not just me, but there's thousands of people that enjoy fishing and would love to catch a bronze bream, and our next generations and their generations. So yeah, let's start off. This spot particular, the water is very flat, so there's not much working water. I prefer a bit more working water on this particular spot. You get to know your spots for specific species. And bronze bream being very particular, there's about 3 little spots of about a 2-meter radius that I normally get them, but there's only one of those spots can produce a really good size sometimes. All the big ones I got in exactly the same spot, and we're a very particular bite, a very slow movement, as those bigger fish do in bass fishing and a lot of other fishing. You hardly feel them sometimes. You have to be so sharp. The braid and all of that helps with that, but also it's got a counter curse, if you can call it that. If you keep it too tight, they can also feel you. So it's a fine line, but that, thank goodness, ensures the survival of the species, because you catch one in a few. But let's have a shot at that and see if we're lucky today.
Late winter months and early spring on the Natal South Coast means a lot of bronze bream, the start of the brusher, and for the guys that really target them, some really good sized rockcod moves in. The odd cob and garrick showed their faces this year as well, and all these species mentioned is worth protecting, cob especially, and then all the rockcod and reef fish like bronze bream, and in the Cape, Galjoen is very slow growing fish and in many cases residential. So we call on all anglers to respect these species, fish responsible and with consideration. Unfortunately, I haven't had much time to get out to target the bronze bream this year yet, and with the August winds really stirring up our oceans this year, I was a bit on the late side and went out to Stabell to one of my favorite spots. Fishing was tough and conditions weren't right. A week prior, the guys caught quite a few bronze bream in this area, and I hope some of them were at least released. After a while of trying and not getting any success, I moved to a different spot, which is extremely challenging and can mean that you lose quite a bit of tackle, but 9 times out of 10, there's at least one bronze bream.
show on the other side. It's tough fishing here. See, it's quite big this side of Stabel. But that's where we got the bite. Not a big one. Just over a kilo. And this side, we get those 2 kilos, 2.5 kilo ones. So definitely having a leave this one in the pool here, not to chase the shoal away.
Though the day is still enjoyable, there weren't many fish, and only the one little bronze bream showed its face. It is a good idea to move around to different bronze bream spots, because sometimes they just sand it up. And even on those spots, try different little... Now a little over a week later only, I met up with Kumaran at one of his favorite bronze bream spots at Annalee. And again we just chose the day wrong.
Alright guys, this is one of Kumaran's spots. I'm meeting him this morning. I haven't fished the spot, so he's our guide today. And he gave me some direction already. So I'm going to try with a double trace. I'll show you guys a bronzy hook in the top for a bronze bream, and then just a bigger circle hook on the bottom where I'll put a bigger bait for maybe a cob or a rock cod or something swimming in the area. The brusher should start as well. And you never know, so we kind of preempt beforehand. But thanks, I've been bad, 3 weekends now I haven't come out.
Well, it's good to have you back.
Guilty.
It's good to have you back fishing. So hopefully today we can get stuck on some fish. Guys, we're fishing at Annalee today. It's a lovely place, nice for the family as well to come down. It's a tidal pool here. Guys walking their dogs a lot down this side. Good fishing spots as well. We get a lot of bronze bream.
No parking though.
No parking, that's the only bad part. But it's a good bronzy spot. We do get brushy here as well. So we normally fish more on the behind the tidal pool here and into that bay. It's lovely areas.
And all the way to the left to Foot Plot is,
Yes.
is all good area.
All good areas, that's correct. And further down is actually Southport Main Beach. So if you decide on walking down the stretch, you can get to Southport from here as well.
And safety wise, yes.
It's very safe.
Very safe.
Yeah, it's very safe. Very, very, very safe. So it's a good family spot, like we said. Yeah.
Good. So where's your family?
I'm going to bring them along today.
You told me it's a good family spot. I brought the family.
Alright guys, see you guys soon. We're going to tackle up, put some baits on. We'll see you when we're on the fish. Cheers.
Hey guys, this is the trace I'll use for this. Now normally if you use 2 hooks you get stuck more often. That's just logic, alright? But on the bottom, this Marutu hooks we've been using for scratching in between reefy areas, a bigger hook. This is a 4-0. It's slightly off center, so you can even strike it. It's got great success on striking as well. But a great hook to fish on the bottom for a bigger fish that won't get stuck as easily as a J hook. So keep that in mind when you're fishing in the reefy areas. You don't want to mess up the area full of broken traces, and it costs a lot of money in any case. So what I'm fishing a 100-pound braided leader, slightly longer, about 4 meters, 5 meters, and that's Saltiga. I don't think you get it anymore. Here in South Africa, they don't bring it in. And then at the top hook, I've still got a Chinu, the new Chinus, they're extra strong. A 1, size 1. I've got a little 10mm float, and on here I'm using 0.48 fluorocarbon. I like fishing light for the bronze bream. I believe I get bigger fish. And I was just telling Kumaran, and that's very personal. It's what gives you confidence in fishing that produces the results. Now I've got a lot of confidence with head-on prawn I get from KZN Marine. If you give me fresh cracker shrimp, fresh chokka, I'll fish it. But if you give me a choice with head-on prawns from KZN, well, now you guys we brought especially some good inspiration and background white noise, which is Mila. She's joined us today. And Caroline's here. And we're going to catch the first fishy for Mila. Yes. She can't wait to come fishing, but she's just not 100% handy yet. Here I've got a mustard sinker clip that I use. In between the rocks it helps as well, because that knot you make on your sinker hits the rocks a lot, and then when you look again your sinker breaks off for no real reason. So those clips or fishing a loop, both quite effective. Okay guys, now that's the trace. My 2 hooks, I'll fish prawn on the top, and I'm going to fish an octopus and cray, a piece of cray on the bottom, and I can even fish a piece of sardine right now, I think.
Guys, this is one here with a fish. Let's by foul, really pull them on the rocks. Small little bronzy. Oh, actually it's not a bronzy, it's a wrasse. Lovely, lovely, lovely fish. The mustard have got him properly. So I get this out quickly. Hold this one second, please. Thank you. There you go guys. Lovely, lovely wrasse. Very, very, very beautiful fish. You get them quite often here as well. And very, very, very pretty. Actually beautiful. There you go. Lovely fight, light tackle, beautiful fish. Let's get another bait and keep trying for the bronzies.
So prawn, easy, you need scissors, the mustard scissors. Open it up, take it out of the shell. I first detach it on the sides, otherwise it tears your bait up, and then I turn this inside out on the hook. Okay, we'll do that now. Then on the sardine, okay. Alright, just hold that to the back. Now the whole idea with these baits always is you want the small fish to climb onto this. You want that that cloud of sardine, or whatever else you put on there. Sardine obviously forms it quicker. Get him. What? Yes. Okay. Very ugly bait. Here we go, the bottom bait. And that's just a little blobby. The quicker that sard comes off, the happier I am. And let's just do this prawn bait. And the neater you make this little sausage, better your hookup rate. Another thing with bronze bream, very important, is not to put too much cotton where the meaty area is, but rather secure it to the top. This gets you better bites and hopefully some bigger bites. Don't jump back in. I've been doing it every time. Okay, let's go for it. Let's go see if we can entice something.
Alright guys, now it's either big shad or I can't think that there'll be a little toothy critter there. But it was big shad that took me on a nice pull on the circle hook and took my hook.
Alright guys, okay, tackle that I'm actually using today, the Daiwa 11.6 power spin, Sortiga 4.5, very about daybait. Standard scratching trays that I'm using. I've got a master hook at the bottom, fishing crayfish bait, and I like fishing bronze beam. And I'm using crayfish, especially when the water's a bit warm. If the water's a bit too cold, then I don't actually use crayfish. I stick to the front. When the water's a bit warm, like how it is now, I use crayfish. You hardly cotton them. You cotton them very lightly. I'll show you a bait demo a little later on. And where I'm actually throwing for the fish is in the drains that are here. You look for the working white water. You just put it behind a reef or next to a rock where you see the formation is perfect, and you get a pull. That's what just happened now when I caught that bass. I actually threw it in the drain, and as soon as the water started working with the waves, I got that pull. I was on. Put another bait. See if we can get a bronzy now. There you go guys, targeted species, bronze beam, small, not the biggest, but yeah, that's what we're targeting today. So there've been quite a bit of small ones around, and a few big ones. So yeah, I'm going to get this guy back. Sorry we couldn't get that on film, it's a bit too far for where our stuff was. But yeah, it's a lovely, lovely little bronzy that we got here. Just gonna get the hook out. As you can see, the mustard hook got it perfect. It's a beautiful, beautiful bronzy. I'm gonna keep this guy in a rock pool so he doesn't scare all the other bronzies away, and then put him back for later once we're done fishing. So I'm gonna look for another rock pool now, and I'll put it there. Just put him in the rock pool here.
Pickers around. You feel the smaller fish on this side. I believe Kumaran got a bronze beam on that side. Check, today they're not feeding so well. They give you that pull, but they're not pressing you flat. They like pull you halfway. You want that flat pull so you can set the hook. Sharp chart out. Put another bait. Yep. Chart me out. Put another bait. Get another one. I think I'm actually looking at the bait here. Kumara at least got one nice bronze bream, and thereafter we were just feeding the quarantine, stealing our bait at a pace you couldn't keep up with. Lovely spot, but quite sanded up with all the heavy weather we had over the last week, forming a sandbank, and with a big surf kicking up quite a bit of sand, not allowing a lot of bronze bream to come in to the usual areas.
at the back there, but the surf's very big at the back, so we're not sure if this is going to work. Doesn't mean we shouldn't try. So I'm gonna make a drop loop in my sinker somewhere, maybe there, hook it onto the drone and see if we can get it over that white foam. Kamaran just saw a smash there as well by one of those rocks we can see, so let's see if that's an option. Get a Greek! The Greek.
I eventually opted to take a Carantina cord and fly it out with the drone just behind the surf in search of a garrick maybe passing by. The drag of the surf was quite heavy and ended up pulling my sinker into a reef, and I was solidly stuck. We also noticed some dolphin playing around in the area. Now hook this Carantina up with a circle hook just above the eyes, and with the intelligence of dolphins, they can quite easily take that fish off the hook without you even knowing.
Well, thank you.
No problem.
That was nice in any case.
Yeah.
But we didn't get... But Mila is not happy that we're going now. But we're packing up. Not a lot of bronze bream came in. We tried the garrick in the back. I got pulled into a reef with the drag of the line. The surf is a bit big for it, but we still... Exactly what she just said. We still had to try. We have to try. Now she's hitting the cameraman. But yeah, well, we'll try again next weekend.
Definitely. We'll come
Yeah,
back and try
yesterday he told me he got a whole bunch of bronze bream here. Yeah, I saw one today. So you caught all of, you kept all of them then?
No,
They're gone.
we put them back now. I think we spooked the fish away. Yeah.
But yeah, no thanks.
No problem. Hopefully soon we get some nice edibles.
Yeah, it's ugly the sand that's washed in here.
Tough.
Terrible. Thanks guys, thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified every time we upload a video, and also like our videos, it really helps us. Thanks for watching.
The weather was beautiful and it was a great day on the beach, even though there weren't a lot of bites. But we'll be out soon again to give it a good go for some of those bigger bronze bream with those wide shoulders. A real good fight on the lighter tackle. There are many baits you can target them with, including cracker shrimp, choco blob baits and prawn, available at most tackle stores. But I still prefer, over the years it's proven itself, the head-on prawns from Adcan Marine. Really made a difference for me when fishing for bronze bream. Thank you guys for watching, and join us soon. We will be targeting these species again.
Yo, so thanks for watching this fishing video. Before leaving, don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and put a thumbs up. See you, bye bye guys, take care.